Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. I'm glad y'all tuned in today. I know everybody's got a busy schedule. Well, most everybody anyway. I'm sure there's a few out there that kind of get to do what they want, but maybe one day I'll be there. But for right now, I'm not. But on a positive note, we're going to clean this knife. I just got it in yesterday. Mr. Justin Landis sent it. It's a buck 112. I told him we're working on doing some trading and maybe buying from each other kind of deal right now. We're supposed to meet up here soon in the next couple of days. I know Kojak's cannot wait to go hang out with Mr. Brady. So we look forward to that. But anyway, Justin sent us couple knives and some of them need repairs. This buck 112, I told him I didn't have one. I don't have one. I have the ability to go buy a new one, right? Or get on eBay or eBay as I call it and get one or whatever. But I don't really come across the 112s too often. But I have seen them in the stores, right? But most time it's the 110s. But this one's fairly special. It's an older one. From what data I got, I think it's like pre-1980-ish. I'm not really sure. I think they started making between 74 and 1980 based off of the information that I have. We may end up looking in one of the books and see what they have to say. But I did the Google AI and it reaches out from all different sources, and that's what it told me it did. So, but I'll show y'all. It'll be right here. Show you what I know or what I saw, right? So, but we may look in the book too, just to see, curiosity what they got to say about buck. And I know most of it's all buck 110s, and I like buck 110s. The frame's a little bigger, right? It's just a little bit bigger knife. I like the feel in my hand. The 112s are kind of on the small side, but it's just me personally. But hey, it's all turned on. It's all about what you like, right? Everybody likes different things, so. But we're going to look at it, and I'm going to clean it up. It's got some rust damage on the edge, probably where it was rusted out and dropped, or who knows what. He had found it a while back, I guess, in a flea market or somewhere. He told me, but I can't remember off the top of his head. He can feel free, Justin, to drop it down in the comment section. Do what you got to do. I just can't think of it all. I have to think of so much stuff every day. It's just my little. I'm like running on Windows Vista. So anyway, this is an inside joke for the computer people that know about computer software stuff like Windows, Microsoft, all that stuff. But anyway, we're going to get to it. We're going to clean it up. We're going to try to fix the edge on it. And then I'm going to apply some Rubidoux Creek Outdoor wax. Y'all don't forget about the wax, y'all. I can't say it again. Y'all see the size of the can. It's I actually put a little bit more than 4 ounces. The can's rated at 4 ounce fluid, 4 ounce fluid. I put actually a little bit more in there, and it barely hits the weight on Whatnot. So I got it in the Whatnot range, the 4 to 7 ounce range for shipping. It's knocking on it. Usually it hovers around 6, and who knows what the post office weight scales. I think they kind of cheat us on the weight scales for calibration. Calibration, tongue twister. I'm telling you, I've had a long day. Who knows what it is, but I've got a weight scale that's approved by the post office, and that's why I weigh my stuff. So I know what it weighs. But like I said, I've been using some of it. But y'all go get you some wax. It's really good stuff, y'all. All made in America. It's made right here in this garage, right here. I know it's hard to believe. I know, because the world's full of crap, most of it. But I'm telling you, it's made right here. It's made in the USA. So y'all go get you some of that wax. I'm being a little funny. Y'all go get you some wax. Like I said, all the stuff is made here in America. All the material used to go into this wax formula is from the United States. Not Vietnam, not Guam, not all these other places. It's made right here in the good old American USA. So that's what makes it special. And there's all kinds of people, you name it, everybody's got waxes out there on the market. I unfortunately probably haven't found the niche in the system, and that's okay. I'm just selling what I got. I only resupply so much, so I ain't stuck with a bunch of inventory. And Actually, I got a shipment of stuff coming in right now to make some more cans of wax. I'll eventually sell them. Either I'll get on eBay and sell them. I may end up start selling them on eBay. Same price. I just have to determine exactly how much it costs for basic shipping. It's usually around $6-ish. So that's what y'all be paying if you buy on eBay. So, but either way, I think it's a little bit cheaper on Whatnot. But either way, y'all go get y'all some wax, okay? But let's get to the video. Let's get to the cleaning, get to the repairs. Y'all hold tight and don't scroll. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're going to do anything with your fingers. Y'all hold tight. All right, so reprofiled the edge. I mean, y'all could see if you go back and look. Actually, I'll show you right here. Here's the picture right here. See? Just put somewhat decent edge back on it. Had to grind down the kick a little bit on it, because if not, it'd be sticking way out, because I had to take so much of the edge off because it was really, really rusted real bad. So I just did a flat grind on the kick. I didn't round it off or nothing, just did a flat flat grind on it. And still sits up good where you can still reach in here and get the blade out. Yes, this don't have a nail nick on it. This one has 1 dot on the left and 2 dots on the right. I have to look that up. We'll grab the book here in a little bit, just see what they got. I honestly have not looked in the book yet. I know a lot of people with the art of video editing, they go look at the book and then come back and then say, hey, yeah, this is the answer, right? You're kind of getting it live. We'll get the book. I'll look in there. We'll see what's up and go on from there, right? I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not real familiar with Buck 112s. I know it's one of the favorites, but I'm not real familiar with it. But we're going to take a little bit of rim oil, right? You can use whatever oil that you see fit to get. I'm using some rim oil. Sometimes I whip out. I got different oils, y'all. I even use the Harvester King special right here. But you can get it. It's like their brand of stuff at the Bumgars. Not bad. It's real close to WD-40. If I had to pick the difference, it's really, really even has almost like a WD-40 smell. So, yeah, it's pretty close to that. Rimmel is just a little bit different. To me, it's a little bit thinner, and I don't know. It's got different properties to it. Yeah, I've got another can of it, but been using it up. This one's really not that bad. Just gonna kind of clean in here a little bit, just a little bit, nothing crazy. You just gotta be cognitive that sand does come off the sandpaper. Unless you got really, really, really expensive fine good sandpaper, it may work out for you. But I always just keep from getting grit down in there where that lock mechanism's at, right? So we want to get some of that out. You really do. You really want to get that out. I'm just going to lay it out there for you. This one's pretty clean inside already. Nothing really crazy to get worked up over, right? You know, but life's too complicated. No sense. Don't get more worked up than you have to. Just roll it off. Even though you make things people may say or do to get you mad, unless it's bodily harm, you know, it really don't matter. But I guess in case people continue bashing you or something like that, then you might have to make a stand. But you know what I mean? People gonna do what people gonna do, man. People gonna do what they gonna do for the almighty dollar, right? You know, hey, this is lessons from Marcel. I've learned to not try to. Sometimes it's easier said than done. I promise you that, folks. Sometimes it is easier said than done about getting worked up. So, like I said, it is what it is. We just going to clean. I'm just talking to y'all. That's all. You know, if you don't want to hear my beautiful voice, y'all can mute it. But we're cleaning up this knife. Had to get some of the oil off. There's still some pitting in here, but I'm not going to keep grinding on it because that's really not going to affect the blade. What I was more concerned about was this cutting edge. It was all rusted out, right? That's what I'm really concerned about. So we're going to get down in here, get any kind of crud, right? We'll come back with some little bit of oil. Get down in here. Like this spot right here, it's got some crud on it. I kind of missed that. So I'm going to walk over here and get this with a Dremel. You can use sandpaper. Actually, you know what? I can just use sandpaper. It's too easy. It's not too bad. It's just like crud. See right there? It's just crud. Ain't even rust. Yep. Just got a bunch of junk down in here. Right down in here. I might get some of that out. Just right here. I mean, it's just impossible to get all that stuff out without completely taking the knife apart. But I don't feel like that's something smart to do. That's just me personally. I'm not going to do it. It's too much work unless you're trying to do a repair. And of course, if you got a repair, right, you're already into the knife. So you might as well clean it real good. But either way, it works itself out. Let's get some of this, set this sandpaper to the side. Let's get some of this Neverdull right here out real quick. Like I said, it don't take much, folks. Just depends on how big the knife is and how dirty the knife is, right? So we just want to get it in there and clean it. I should do like Memoirs of Marcel. That's what I'll do. Or Justin. Real name's Justin, but y'all call me whatever you want to. Yeah, you can even call me a SOB. I don't really care. Been called worse, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all to their own. I always tell you, do what your heart tells you to do, right? That's the key. You do what works for you, because everybody's pocket book is different. You know, their wallet size, how deep their wallets, or how deep their pockets, as they say, whatever little lingo, metaphor term you want to call, right? You do what works for you. I try to do what works for me, and I go from there, right? So that's what we do. That's what me and Kojak. That's what I try to teach Kojak. You know, I ain't perfect. I ain't a perfect dad, but I try to do pretty good. His mama kind of babies him a little bit, but I mean, that's what mamas do sometimes. But for most part, there's a certain threshold that she won't put up with. But he's a pretty good old kid. He really is. I'm proud of him. He's working on it. He ain't the most graceful individual, but hey, he may turn out to be a big football star one day. You don't ever know about old Kojak. So, got that? Y'all can see how nasty that is. I'm gonna let it sit for just a little bit, and then we're gonna wipe that off, and then we're gonna come back with some flits. I ain't even taking it to the buffing wheel because I've already buffed on it with the other stuff. I ain't worried about getting a mirror finish and all that kind of craziness because it's pretty dang shiny, as you can see. But I will come back, just let it sit for a little bit. I'm gonna come back and just kind of do that, and you can even skip the Neverdull if y'all don't want to. If you don't like Neverdull, you just clean it off with oil and get all the excess oil off, and you can come back with some flits, or if you not a big flits person, some people like it, some people don't. Whatever, it does pretty good. It works better on some stuff than others, but when it comes to the blade, I feel like it's pretty much all equal, because what I'm going to show you is this right here. Like this case paste right here, some people don't really like it. That's all right. That's the price of it. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than this flits. I can tell you that right now. You can get about 3 tubes of this. And this does pretty good. It ain't the best. I don't think, like, it does all right on stainless, right? But this is where this kind of goes into play. See, metal, plastic, fiberglass. So it kind of, you can put it on like some of the plastic, like Delrin and stuff like that. It does a little better job than this. This is mainly for steel only. I mean, you can read the directions and stuff on it. Like but it'll do some of the bolsters and metal parts. So you don't really say anything about plastic and stuff. So just FYI. But it is cheaper. All right, let's get some of this flits right here. And I'm gonna keep talking to you. Y'all just keep hanging in there, y'all. Y'all keep hanging in there. I really need y'all to hang in there. Just hang tight. I'm gonna talk like one of those QRVC or whatever, QVC salesmen, right? Y'all hang in there. Get your pocketbooks out. Get your credit card out, right? And yeah, we're gonna make magic happen. But we're going to let it sit. You can't work it in there. Look right there. It's already some residue. Look at that. See the residue getting kind of gray? It's already getting some of that old, probably some of it's leftover buffing compound residue. When y'all saw me a little bit earlier on the buffer. We're going to let it set, right? Going to let it sit to the side. I'm going to let it sit there for a little bit. It takes quite a few minutes for it to dry. We're going to let it set, all right? And then I'm going to switch over here to this leather sheath, and we're going to put some Rubidoux Creek Outdoor Wax on it. So y'all hold tight. All right. Some of this Rubidoux Creek Outdoor Wax. Look at that. Ooh, look how greasy that is, folks. Boy, I tell you what. That is some fine stuff. We're going to get in here and put a little wax on this sheath. It probably don't need it, but it's like, why not? It ain't going to hurt nothing. Put a little grease on the sheath. Yeah, there you go. Get down on these edges. All right. That's all we're doing. That's where that moisture kind of gets in there and messes things up, or it can. I'm going to get in here. And we're going to let it soak while we finish straightening out the knife over here. I'll put a little bit on there. Not much. This has got some kind of finish on it, so it's not going to soak up real good. But it will soak up some, especially around these edges right here. That's where it likes to get funky. So we're going to set that to the side. We'll get the excess off on that. Let's go in here. I would take it back over to the buffing wheel, but I'm not going to. I don't think it needs it. So we ain't going to do it. Just going to buff it out. All right, we're gonna get some, put a little bit of wax on this, on the wood part right here. It's mahogany or whatever they make it out of, cocoa bolo, whatever Buck likes to float their boat with. Wood, whatever it is, some pretty wood. Just gonna work it in there. Just work it in there. That's all you're doing. Work it in there. It's okay if you get a little bit on the bolsters. We're gonna wipe all the excess off anyway, okay? So don't worry about it. Y'all don't get too worked up out there about it. We're going to do it. Just rubbing it in. All right, we're going to set that to the side, right? It's all about time management. Time management will help you out a lot on just about anything. So we're going to get right here. We're going to get some of this excess off with a sheath. I'm trying not to bump the camera right here. The camera gets in the way, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now. Ain't no doubt on that. Look out there. Shining that sheath on up right there, boy. Tell you what, just lightly get... See, you don't want to scrub too hard. Just lightly get the excess off. That's all we're doing. All right, we're going to set that sheath. Look how shiny that sheath is, boy. Proudly made in America right there. All right, let's go back over here on this, get the excess off, right? Man, this thing's cleaning up, y'all. I like it. Like I said, little Buck 112. Tell you what. I'm going to have to put an edge on it, though. Y'all hold tight. Well, hey, you know what? Let's see here. Not too bad. That's just off the, that is... Actually, I think I'm going to leave it like it is. Look at that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's off the sander. To be honest with you. Let's see right here. Just lightly getting kind of burrs off of it. Let's see here. Yeah, that was just off my sander. Well, not sander, but little belt, 1x30 belt. I've got a 330 grit on it right, or yeah, 330 grit on it right now. But hey, enough about my 330 grit. What y'all think about that knife, y'all? Ain't that pretty? I think it cleaned up real good. Look at there. What y'all think? Look at that. Huh. I think it turned out pretty dang good. I really do. Really do. So let's see what the book says. So y'all see that, y'all see the, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Can y'all see it? 1 dot on the left, 2 dots on the right. See what the book says. Y'all hold tight. Let's see right here. Well, we know it's probably in this category right there because it's got buck 119. This is buck 112, 71 to 86. All right. Well, I looked in the book some. I didn't want to insult anybody's intelligence, and y'all be like, okay, hurry up, get to whatever you're looking for in the book. So I just skipped all that. I looked in the book. I read through it 2 or 3 times, unless my dyslexia kicked in. I didn't see, I mean, yes, it talks about buck in here, but it wasn't all, they didn't provide the answers that I wanted off this. It didn't say anything in there about nail nicks and all that other stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I've got another one of all my books. I was looking at one on the other day. I just can't remember which one. It had a whole section on buck knives. So I'm gonna go back and look when I get the opportunity, because I don't remember what book had it in there. But good old Google says one thing. Says this does not have a nail nick in it, and it's got the 1 dot on the left and 2 dots on the right. So from what I'm tracking, it's between, like, it could be anywhere between 1971 and 1980. That's what I'm getting out of Google. I'm not sure about the dot system dating. But anyways, like I said, it's got 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Google, really don't even talk about the dot system. It just talks about the nail nick. So, but anyway, it really doesn't matter to me. It's the exact same, but hey, if one of y'all knows the actual answer to it, save me some time going and digging through all these books for it, and avoiding assumptions. So, but I think either way, the knife turned out really, really good. If I have to say so myself, super sharp. Y'all saw that on the paper cut test, and then of course my sheath, it softened it up a little bit with the wax. Like, I could probably go back over it again later, but it definitely kind of limbered it up. It was stiff because it was new. But either way, putting it in right there, probably going to carry as EDC. I'm not going to store it in here for long term. I'll put it in one of my knife bags, but I may carry it. I might carry it tomorrow. Put it on my hip. Nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I think it turned out pretty nice. So, but hey, if y'all like the videos, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, whatever. Hit the notification button when you want to see more videos from Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. And please hit the subscribe button. We really, really appreciate it. And we thank you. And yeah, all that great stuff. Y'all take care out there. Y'all stay positive, stay motivated, stay vigilant in this crazy world. And I hope to see y'all next time. Y'all just keep getting it. Whatever you're doing, just keep getting it. As long as it's morally and ethically correct. So y'all have a good one, all right?